All right. So I'm sure we all remember in our childhoods where we just sit down, get a whole handful of cheese puffs, and watch cable TV. Do you remember that? Does anyone remember that? You know how long ago that was? Yeah, you know. So, cable TV, if you didn't know, is not really a thing anymore. But there's a reason for that. You see, according to an article written by John Milmore on December of 2013, over the past 30 years, cable slowly started to decline over 40%. And, you know, that's kind of big, over the 40% margin. What's it? With that as well, again, also from 2015, which is considered the golden age of cable, to 2021 as example, we went from 71% to 51%. So again, more evidence written by, again, I forgot to name the guy, Lee Rayner, March 2016, a researcher at Pew Research. It's basically, it just started to decline more and more as time went on. So I want to look back at this. I want to look at what were the effects that cable had on us. What was the ultimate downfall of it? And in turn, how has our culture changed today in terms of how we view stuff? So with that, let's get into the first thing I did mention, which is the, effects of TV. First off is, what's the appeal of it? Why did America like this concept of a little box that just played random shows at random times? Well, you see, it was appealing, it was accessible, and it was easy to get like news and everything out just as that. Apparently, according to an article written by Parent A, 40 million households had cable TV, again, at the golden age in 2013. As well as that, we also got to look at another thing that America is very known for, which is its consumerism. Now, we don't know what consumerism is. It basically is you want a product in large quantities because you think, wow, that's going to make me look prettier. That's going to make me look stronger. That's going to, taste good. Something like that. And in turn, and we've been doing this as early as, say, the 1920s and then, backwards. Because let's just say when the 1920s rolled around as an example, we went from $173 million in terms of revenue. But then when consumerism started and we wanted more and more and more, it bumped up all the way to $363 billion. So again, very big margin. And, that's just how that is. So that's the appeal, the background. I'm sure that we have at least a general idea of what it was like. But now we got to look at, what happened to it? Why, what's all this Hulu's, these Netflixes, these Disneys? What's up with that? Well, you see, there were two big factors in it. First, and probably the biggest, was definitely prices. You see, by the turn of according to an article written by Electronic Media in 2002, cable TV in 2013 around 2014 was ranging up to $36 a month. Now, that's a lot for a month. I don't know the specific math of how much that'd be for a year, but let's take into account Disney nowadays, because according to, again, Switchell E. and Flint J., this is a student journal article some people wrote in 2019. Disney nowadays is $6.99, which is, again, massive drop. And in turn, America wants things cheaper, wants things faster, and then you get, you get cutting the cord, as they say. And again, leaning into that second point, also on demand. As I mentioned, America wants faster and more efficient programming as the years go by. So you got to take that to know when you have to tune into certain times to get like news, to get like your favorite TV shows, to get anything, as a matter of fact. Now, let's look at our culture as the final point, as how this connects to some of our pillars and how it's changed over time. Well, our culture from back then to now is people are very busy. They've been getting busier and busier, and according to John King University, Americans with a full-time job work 40 hours a week. Now, if you got cable, you can't tune into it at all because, you're working most of the time. So streaming came along, which ultimately caused the downfall of cable. And in turn, you could watch whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted. And then basically, in turn, you didn't have to tune into certain times. With that also, I guess we got to lean into what streaming is, as a matter of fact. Streaming is, Disney, Hulu, Netflix, and basically just outlets to get according to an ebook written by MM. Could not find their name. I don't know. They just didn't put their name. But in turn, this also, according to Connor Korvach, is media attraction, meaning that we like it because streaming and all that. So I hope that we've all taken something from this. And I hope that I helped explain to you a bit what happened to cable. Thank you.